welcome students. So today our topic is immunity. So immunity basically comes from a Latin word that is immunity, and immunus means the freedom. So as the chapter is human health and disease, so ultimately we will going to get freedom from diseases. So immunity, if you will going to see the definition, it says as capacity of the body, the capacity of a body to fight against the disease or the pathogen are basically the organism which cause disease. So the capability or capacity of the body to fight against the disease is known as the immunity. I think it is clear. The capacity of the body to fight against the disease is known as the immunity. So the immunity is basically of two types. One will be the innate immunity and second will be the acquired immunity. बेसिकली इननेट इम्यूनिटी इज़ इनबॉर्न, और यू कैन से दैट ये एक ऐसी इम्यूनिटी है जो हम लोग को हमारे बर्थ के साथ ही मिलती है. ये कोई स्पेसिफिक नहीं होता. इट इज़ अ नॉन स्पेसिफिक काइंड ऑफ डिजीजेस. दैट मीन्स इट इज़ नॉट फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर डिजीज, इट इज़ फॉर एवरीथिंग. So we basically this type of immunity we get from our mother's milk. So our mother milks behave as a very important substance for a child. So this type of immunity is known as the innate immunity. Innate immunity will be a inborn immunity. For some specific disease we are immune from childhood onwards. And acquired immunity is basically a specific kind of disease. That means this acquired immunity is a specific kind of immunity. That means we will going to get it after the birth. For suppose after the first attack of disease, suppose after the birth we are suffering from any kind of disease, and ultimately our body get recover from that disease. So that is a acquired kind of immunity, because after getting any kinds of medicine or after getting any kinds of vaccine, our body has been recover from that disease. So it is an acquired. We have acquired it from the outer environment, or we have acquired it from the after the first attack of disease. So basically it is of two types. So for this one, our body is inborn immune, and for this we will going to get immunity after the first attack of the disease. I think this is clear about the innate and the acquired. See, innate immunity, as we know, the innate immunity is a non-specific. So how it is a non-specific, or how our body is creating a kind of immunity without any support of medicines or vaccines or any kind. So our body has 4 different kinds of barrier. This barrier behave as a stoppage for the entry of the pathogens. That means our body provide 4 different types of barrier through which our body is getting immunity. That means this is act as a barrier, and this will going to prevent the entry of germs in our body. So it is of basically 4 types. First will be the physical, second will be the physiological, third will be the cellular, and fourth one will be the cytokine. See, cytokine is very important because in the competition exams and in the various exam or in the board exam, this cytokine is always asked. Others are also important, but this is the most important part of this inborn immunity. See, barrier. So first will be the physical barrier. So what is a physical barrier? Our skin, or you can say that physical barrier is a first line of defense. That means our body, or you can say that our body self make first line of defense. That means our skin and the mucous membrane which is present inside our body will going to provide the first line of defense against the various kind of pathogens. The skin, basically skin is a hard keratinized part of our body. It releases sweat, it releases oil, which prevent the entry. You know, skin is the protective layer. As we know that the main function of skin is the protective layer. So it acts as a protective shield. It is a kind of shield which is present all around our body. So by releasing sweat, by releasing oil, by releasing various kinds of things, by removing every time the dead skins, our skin act as a first line of defense and prevent the entry of various kinds of bacteria and various kinds of pathogens inside our body. If condition will going to arise, our skin has been broken from some part, or you can say that many of the part of our body does not contain skin. For example, the respiratory tract, the nose, It is an open area from which the pathogen can enter. The epithelial lining, the gastrointestinal tract, the food which we eat, the urogenital, the urine, and the genital organ of the body, the reproductive organ of the body. These all the things are somewhat open areas where the skin has been not there is no covering of the skin. So how does we protect? So there is present a mucous membrane. That means as the pathogen will going to enter through this respiratory tract, the epithelial lining or the gastrointestinal tract or the urogenital tract, there is present a mucous lining or the epithelial lining present over there, which secrete different kind of mucus. For example, if anything will going to get from the respiratory tract, so there is mucous membrane, there is hair present, there is various kinds of cilia like hair and fine hair present, which filter the bacteria or which filter the everything before entering into our body. And as we will going to cough or sneeze, that all the bacteria and all the dust and everything will be thrown out from our body through this, or expelled out from the body from through this. So this is the all the part contain the mucous membrane. So physical barrier are two type, the skin and the mucous membrane. And if this skin or the mucous membrane get failed for some times, so there comes the physiological barrier. The second barrier is the physiological barrier of our body. Physiological barrier. What comes under this physiological barrier? Physiological barrier include the function of the body. That means fever. Yes, fever is a kind of physiological barrier. I will give you detail about that. Fever, the acidic pH. As you know, our stomach is acidic inside. The body secretion, the bodily secretion like tears or saliva, you can say. These are the physiological barriers. Somehow if the bacteria or the pathogens broke the physical barrier and it enter into the body, ultimately our body temperature, yeah, you can say, see, whenever you're going to have the fever, at some point you can see after 1 or 2 days, if you will not going to take medicine, आप लोग मेडिसिन नहीं भी लेते हो तो फीवर क्या होता है, अपने आप ठीक हो जाता है. अगर वो प्रोलॉन्ग हो रहा है, अगर वो बहुत टाइम तक लंबे समय तक जाता है, देन इन केस ये हो सकता है कि हम लोग का जो फीवर है वो एक्सेंट हो चुका है, मतलब इट इज़ डेंजरस. बट अगर आप लोगों को माइल्ड फीवर है और अगर आप लोगों को फीवर है भी लेकिन वो ऐसा है कि खुद से ही ठीक हो जा रहा है, तब आप लोगों को समझ जाना चाहिए दैट सम pathogens or the various kind of disease causing germs have been entered in our body. और उसके लिए हमारा बॉडी क्या कर रहा है, हमारे बॉडी का टेम्परेचर क्या हो रहा है, राइज हो रहा है इन ऑर्डर टू किल. जैसे हम लोग घर पे भी देखे हैं, इफ़ वी वांट टू किल द पैथोजेंस फ्रॉम द फूड मटेरियल, जैसे मान लो मिल्क ही है तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं उसको, वी आर बॉइलिंग द मिल्क. तो बॉईल करने से क्या हो जाता है कि हमारा बॉडी हमारा जो मिल्क है उसके अंदर से सारे पैथोजन ख़त्म हो जाते हैं. वैसे ही हमारा बॉडी है, अगर हम लोग के बॉडी को कुछ ऐसे जर्म्स है जिन लोग को क्या करना है, आप लोगों को किल करना है, तो हम लोग का बॉडी क्या करता है, फिजियोलॉजिकल बैरियर अपनाता है और क्या करता है, फीवर के थ्रू हमारे बॉडी का टेम्परेचर को राइज करता है. एंड आफ्टर राइजिंग व्हाट विल गोइंग टू हैपन, वो पर्टिकुलर बैक्टीरिया क्या हो जाता है, ख़त्म हो जाता है. इसका एक और रीज़न है कि कुछ बैक्टीरिया जो होते हैं वो क्या करते हैं, पायरोजन, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, पायरोजन एक टॉक्सिन प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. कुछ बैक्टीरिया या कुछ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म क्या करते हैं, पायरोजन नाम का एक टॉक्सिन रिलीज़ करते हैं. ये टॉक्सिन में क्या होता है, फीवर प्रोड्यूसिंग सब्सटेंस होते हैं, जिसके वजह से भी क्या होता है, हम लोग का या हम लोग की बॉडी के WBC भी क्या करते हैं, ये कई बार पायरोजन रिलीज़ करते हैं. तो इसके वजह से क्या हो जाता है कि हमारा बॉडी हाई टेम्परेचर में, बताया ना कि जब टॉक्सिन रिलीज बाय दी मतलब कुछ एक टाइम तक अगर ये ठीक लग रहा है, मतलब फीवर नॉर्मल है तो फिर ठीक है, क्योंकि कई बार क्या हो जाता है ये पायरोजन जो कि पैथोजन सिक्रीट करते हैं, कई बार ये एक्सटेंट हो जाता है, जिसके वजह से हम लोग का फीवर नहीं उतार पाता है, और एट सम टाइम इट इज़ वेरी डेंजरस ऑल्सो। सो अगर आप लोगों का फीवर खुद से ही ठीक हो जाता है देन इट इज़ अ फिजियोलॉजिकल एक्टिविटी ऑफ द बॉडी, बट इफ़ इट इज़ एक्सटेंडिंग टू सम एक्सटेंट तो आप लोगों को क्या करना है, फिर डॉक्टर को वहाँ पे दिखाना है। सी एसिडिक पीएच, हम लोग को पता है कि हम लोग बहुत सारी चीज़ें खाते हैं, ठीक है, तो हमारे बॉडी में जो हमारे जैसे ही खाना हम लोग को क्या करता है, जो भी फूड है विच वी swallow and ultimately reach the stomach. So many of the bacteria are also present in that stomach, in that food. So this acidic pH of stomach, you need to know the pH of the stomach is 3 to 5, highly acidic. It contain HCl, highly acidic. तो ये एसिडिक पीएच ऑफ द स्टमक ऑल्सो हेल्प इन किलिंग द बैक्टीरियाज वगैरह। लास्ट है बॉडी सेक्रेशन, एज वी नो, जैसे ही टीयर्स, एज यू नो, एनी थिंग्स विल गेट इन टू आवर आइज, अल्टीमेटली वॉट विल गोइंग टू हैपन, द टीयर्स कम्स आउट। तो दिस टीयर्स कंटेन द लाइजोजाइम एंजाइम, lysozyme enzyme. This lysozyme enzyme has the antibacterial or antiviral properties. This also prevent our eyes or our body from different kinds of germs. Saliva also contain this lysozyme enzymes which help in killing the bacteria. So this is the physiological barrier. So third will be the cellular barrier. Cellular means cell of the body. As we know, WBC, the soldier of the body, always comes in attack to fight against the various kinds of diseases. So cellular barrier or WBC, this act in three forms: in the form of monocytes, in the form of lymphocytes, and in the form of neutrophils. So monocyte basically is a phagocyte of big eater. That means phagocyte definition says that engulfing the foreign particle, engulfing the foreign particles. Definition of phagocytes: whenever any kinds of bacteria will going to come in close contact of this monocyte, it ultimately what will going to happen, it ultimately, this cell or the WBC or the big eaters will going to engulf or will going to eat this bacteria and destroy it fully. So WBC in the lymphocytes and the neutrophil both work as a phagocytes, but lymphocytes, it is also known as the natural killer cells. It, what will going to happen, suppose it is a bacteria which comes in contact, comes into the body. See, this natural killer cells or the lymphocyte will going to come in contact with this bacteria. They will going to release a protein which is known as perforin. Perforin, it is a protein substance released by the WBC or natural killer cells. These perforins will going to make a hole in the body of the bacteria. What will going to happen, as the bacterial body will going to have the hole, all the substance present inside the bacteria will goes out, and ultimately what will going to happen, the pathogen or the bacteria will going to killed. So natural killer cell will going to work like this. In the phagocyte, simply the WBC will going to come in contact with that bacteria and eat it. But in lymphocyte, that is natural killer cells, they will going to release a perforin named protein, and this protein will going to kill the bacteria. Last barrier is the cytokine barrier. Cytokine barrier. Cytokine also basically it works for virus. Cytokine barrier works against the virus. As we know, virus is a pathogen which will going to infect the whole cell. It get activated after entering the cell. So what will going to happen if a cell is attacked by this virus. So what will going to happen ultimately? This virus infected cell will going to release one chemical which is known as the interferon. That interferon as it is going to die, ये देखो ये जो सेल है ये अल्टीमेटली डाई होने वाला ही है, तो डाई होने से पहले वो क्या करेगा, एक इंटरफेरॉन नाम का सब्सटेंस रिलीज करता है, और ये इंटरफेरॉन क्या होता है, जाके जो बाकी हेल्दी सेल्स है उसके आउटर पार्ट में क्या करता है, एक प्रोटेक्टिव शील्ड बना लेता है। तो जैसे ही ये वायरस इस सेल को किल करने के बाद दूसरे सेल को अटैक करने के लिए जाएगा, तो इंटरफेरॉन पहले से एक शील्ड बनाया हुआ है, तो ये सेल अल्टीमेटली क्या हो जाएगा, पहले से ही प्रोटेक्ट हो जाता है। तो ये जो सेल्स है, ये वायरस इन्फेक्टेड सेल्स है, ये मरने से पहले या बिफोर डाइंग इट रिलीज इंटरफेरॉन नाम्स ऑफ सब्सटेंस, एंड दिस इंटरफेरॉन विल प्रोड्यूस अ प्रोटेक्टिव कवरिंग अगेंस्ट द हेल्दी सेल्स and ultimately protect the other cells. So this is our first part completed, that is innate immunity, and we will going to discuss about the acquired immunity in the next part. Thank you.